For 20 long years, Alexandra Sterling sat in the same wheelchair, staring out of the glass walls of her office at a world that seemed to move without her. She was one of the wealthiest women in the country, a billionaire who had built her empire from almost nothing. Yet every night when the boardrooms emptied and the city lights flickered beyond windows, she was reminded of the same heartbreaking truth. She could control thousands of employees, sign contracts worth millions, and change entire industries with a single decision, but she could not move her legs. Before we continue, if you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of human connection, please like this video, comment where you're watching from, share this story with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories. 20 years earlier, a devastating car accident had changed everything. Doctors told Alexandra she would never walk again. The news shattered her dreams and left emotional scars deeper than the physical injury itself. She buried herself in work, convincing the world she was strong. But behind her success was a loneliness few people understood. Friends drifted away, relationships failed, and her life became an endless cycle of meetings, reports, and silent evenings. One rainy afternoon, an ordinary food delivery arrived at her office. The driver was a man named Marcus Bennett, a hardworking single father raising his 8-year-old daughter, Lily, alone. Life had never been easy for him. After losing his wife to illness years earlier, he worked multiple jobs just to keep food on the table and provide a better future for his little girl. Every day was a struggle, yet he carried himself with quiet determination. As Marcus wheeled the delivery cart through the office lobby, he noticed Alexandra sitting near the large conference room. Most people looked away from her wheelchair, uncomfortable or unsure of what to say. Marcus didn't. Instead, he smiled warmly. It was a small gesture, barely noticeable, but something about it stayed with Alexandra long after he left. Over the following months, Marcus became a regular delivery driver for the company. Their encounters were brief, but each one left an impression. Unlike executives who treated Alexandra as a business machine, Marcus saw her as a person. He shared stories about his daughter, about the challenges of being a single parent, and about finding reasons to keep moving forward even when life felt impossible. One day, during a conversation, Marcus mentioned a rehabilitation center where a friend had experienced remarkable progress after years of limited mobility. Alexandra had heard countless promises before and had stopped believing in miracles. But Marcus's sincerity was different. There was no sales pitch, no hidden motive, just genuine concern. Something inside her shifted. After weeks of hesitation, Alexandra decided to visit the center. The specialists there introduced advanced therapies and innovative treatments that had not been available when she was first injured. The process was exhausting. Day after day, she pushed through pain, frustration, and moments of doubt. Many times she wanted to quit. 20 years of disappointment had taught her not to expect too much. Yet Marcus kept encouraging her. Whenever he delivered to the office, he asked how therapy was going. His belief in her never seemed to fade, even when her own hope nearly disappeared. Months passed. Then came a morning that no one would ever forget. In a quiet therapy room filled with sunlight, surrounded by therapists who held their breath in anticipation, Alexandra felt something she hadn't felt in decades. A slight movement, then another. Tears filled her eyes. Slowly, trembling with effort, she pushed herself upward. For the first time in 20 years, she stood. The room erupted with emotion. Therapists cried. Alexandra cried. The impossible had happened. Recovery was still a long road, but that single moment changed everything. She learned to walk short distances and gradually regained independence she thought was gone forever. Yet, the greatest transformation wasn't physical. It was emotional. For the first time in decades, she felt alive again, deeply grateful. Alexandra decided to learn more about Marcus's life. She discovered the sacrifices he made every day for his daughter, and how close he often came to financial collapse despite working tirelessly. Moved by his kindness, she created a scholarship fund for Lily, provided Marcus with a leadership position within her company, and helped secure a stable future for his family. But even then, Marcus insisted he had done nothing special. The truth was that he had. He had reminded a broken woman that hope still existed. He had offered kindness when others offered pity, and in doing so, he changed a life forever. Special request before the ending. Comment below with one word that describes this story. Hope, kindness, faith, or miracle. As Alexandra looked across the company headquarters years later, walking slowly but proudly through the halls she once navigated only in a wheelchair, she understood something profound. Sometimes the people who change our lives are not famous doctors, wealthy investors, or powerful leaders. Sometimes they are ordinary people carrying invisible burdens of their own, choosing to be kind. Anyway, and if this story touched your heart, please like, comment, share this video, and subscribe to American Enlightened Stories. Your support helps us spread more stories of hope, courage, and kindness to people who may need them most. Because sometimes a single act of kindness can accomplish what 20 years of despair never could.